Hey guys, so this is going to be my 1 week postpartum update, I guess. I'll do this video just regarding how I'm doing, and then I'll do a second video regarding Tyler and his 1 week update. So like I said, I'm 1 week out from the C-section. I spent 4 days in the hospital, recovering and whatnot. I had wanted to go home a day early, not necessarily because I felt fine, but because I was just so sick of being in the hospital. But Tyler had a couple little issues, so we couldn't leave early, which I'll get into in his video. So we ended up staying for 4 days, but whatever, it wasn't a big deal. It's just 1 day difference. So I was having a ton of pain. A C-section, at least for me, is no joke. I have had 16 knee surgeries on my left knee. My leg has been completely sliced open. I have like a huge 10-inch incision down my knee. I have had a lot of surgeries, is my point. And I have been through a lot of pain, and I thought that I would be able to handle this pretty well. I have a really high pain tolerance, but this was no joke. If you guys watched my labor and delivery story, you know that my spinal didn't take on my right side. So coming into the recovery room from surgery, I was miserable, and they were giving me, shots of morphine every few minutes, and nothing was working. I was literally gripping the bed rails with my eyes closed and just breathing, almost like breathing through contractions, just trying to get through the pain. At some point, I had to have Tom. I just said, take the baby. I couldn't even hold him. I was so miserable. I couldn't focus on him. I needed my pain to get under control. So they finally gave me, gave me the pain control device where you can pump your pain medicine every, whatever it is, 10 minutes or something. And it helps a little bit, but it really, I was not comfortable. My pain was consistently at an 8 or 9 out of a 10 scale. That whole first day, I was just miserable. Thankfully, I still was catheterized, so I didn't have to get up and out of bed or anything to go to the bathroom. I could just kind of lay there. But I was really miserable. The second day, they removed my catheter, stopped my pump, and started giving me oral Percocet, which I have been on for many, many years as a chronic knee pain patient, and I did very well with years ago, so I thought I would do pretty well like that, between that and taking Motrin. And I did, that second day, my pain was still a good 7, 8 all the time. And I was definitely taking the pain medication every 3 hours. I needed 2 Percocet every 3 hours. And then, ibuprofen thrown in on it. And then the third day got a little bit better. And, every day has been a little bit better. My pain now, to the point where it's definitely still the right side that hurts. I take Percocet maybe once a day, maybe twice a day. It's usually at night that it starts to bother me, probably because I've done too much during the day. I'm not really sitting down and recovering like I should be. I'm not in bed. The nurses all told me to basically stay in bed for 2 weeks and just breastfeed and pump. And that was my job. And I'm sorry, I can't do that. Tom is home with me, and he's, helpful and everything, but I'm just one of those people, if I see a sink full of dishes or a pile of laundry or whatever, I have to go clean it. I can't, sit there. And so it's been really difficult for me to just, sit down and not do anything. So I really haven't been following doctor's orders in that way. So it's probably not good, but it is what it is. So my pain is much better, but still, it's still tender, it's still sore. My bleeding is pretty minimal, I guess. It's a lot less than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be like really, really, really heavy and like very clotty, and it never really has been that bad. It's just been kind of like a medium to heavy period, and it I tend to notice it, it picks up when I'm nursing or pumping or whatever, which I know is very normal. But it's, it's fine other than that. I am nursing and pumping, as I said. I'll get into that more in his video. And my boobs are feeling okay. I have had a couple times where they were a little bit sore, like the first time he was in the NICU at first after he was born, which again I'll get into in the other video. So I had to pump at first because he wasn't with me. In my first few times pumping, just because I'd never done it before, I didn't know how to do it, and just being new to it all, made my nipples a little bit sore or whatever, but I've heard all these horror stories from women with cracked and bleeding and everything nipples. I'm really lucky I don't have that. He seems to be a really good nurser. I use a little bit of like lanolin or whatever to keep them just kind of, feeling okay, and it seems to work all right. So, yeah, let's see what else. I'm tired, as you can probably tell and see. Every day gets a little bit better. He sleeps a little bit better. He sleeps a little bit longer. He's getting used to us. We're getting used to him. So every day is definitely better than the last day. I mean, the few days in the hospital, I got, zero sleep. Just between being checked all the time by nurses or him or just not being able to sleep. You're running on adrenaline, whatever. I didn't sleep for like almost the entire time in the hospital. And now I'm able to at least, nap when he's napping, or get a little bit of sleep at night and stuff. Or, Tom will take over for a little bit so I can take a nap or something. Or my mom or somebody. So it's much better. I'm not feeling as fatigued. And I don't think I look as crappy as I did at first. So that's good. But yeah, C-section is no joke. I obviously don't have anything to compare it to, so it's kind of difficult for me to say. If I had had a bunch of stitches down there and, a difficult vaginal birth, would I be, singing a different tune or something? I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to, but all I can say is, I looked at Tom and I said, I am never having a C-section again. It was miserable. If and when we have another child, I will definitely try for a VBAC because just the pain was not fun. It is not fun. It's still, every once in a while, it sneaks up on me again and surprises me. So it's not cool. Let's see, what else can I talk about? I guess that's everything. I guess it's kind of simple postpartum. It's like boobs, bleeding, pain. That's pretty much it, right? I guess I can show you guys a belly shot if you want. Let me get out from under my blankets and stuff here. I'm still in my jammies, but here, I'll just try to give you a shot of my belly. So this is 1 week postpartum. There's the front. There's the other side. Baby belly is gone. It's so sad. So that's 1 week exactly postpartum. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.